What's going on, Vitality Mill? This is Coach Christian, and I'm going to show you guys how to start tracking your calories through MyFitnessPal. So there's a ton that this app can do, but what I want to do in this video is make it as simple as possible and just show you a few key things that you can do to start tracking your calories accurately and doing it free as well. So you're going to see if there's some premium options. I'm going to show you that you don't really need those options. If you want to pay for them, you can get a little bit more exclusive access to some of the features that the app has, but I've used it for free for years, and it gets the job done and will definitely get you the results if you use it right. And so that's my plan here, is to show you guys how to use it and to use it accurately. That way we're getting the results because our mind is happiest whenever we're making progress. So we're going to go to diary here. You guys can see that I have a calorie goal set. Then there's a spot here that says food. That's the calories that we input as the day goes on. Closer we can get to this number, that's our goal number, the better. And then you're also going to see if there's an exercise section here. This exercise section you want to turn off if possible. I should be able to show you guys how to do that. But what this is going to do, for example, say you come to the Vitality Mill, you hit a workout and you track your workout on your Apple Watch or your Fitbit. What this is going to try to do is add in the calories that you burn during that workout. Problem is with that is our Apple Watch and our Fitbit is great to kind of use as a tool, as a reference, but those calories that we burn is not 100% accurate. And so say we burn 300 calories in a workout, it's going to add 300 calories to your goal here. And if you eat those 300 calories back, but it wasn't as accurate as what you actually burn, maybe in reality you burn 150 calories. If you do that day after day, what that's going to do is that's going to put our weekly calorie goal over what it should be because we're eating those calories back. And if that data is not correct, at the end of the week, you're in a calorie surplus. And in order for us to lose weight, we need to be in a calorie deficit. So that can be the stubborn little thing that's keeping us from getting the results that we want. So that's what the exercise section is. And then as you see, you guys will see as we start to plug some foods in, this number is going to go down. So this is what we have remaining, and it's going to be our goal once we don't have anything plugged in. As we start to eat food and start to track it in here, it's going to tell you how many calories, do the math for you, and tell you what you have left for the day. So the way that I got this number here, my goal, is all based off of my settings that like my stats that I have placed into the app. So we'll go to this more section at the top right. You're going to go to goals, and then you guys can see that I set my current weight in here. And then just to kind of use it as a reference to show you, I put that I want to lose a couple of pounds. And then I set my weekly goal to lose 1 pound per week. So the reason that we want to lose 1 pound per week and really no more than that is we want to not stall out our progress. So I usually set this to 0.5 or 1 pound, depending on how much weight we really need to lose. If you have more weight to lose than maybe another individual, we might set this to a pound, maybe even a pound and a half, but definitely don't exceed that because the faster we lose weight, the slower the quicker we're going to stall out. So we'll stop making we'll make tons of progress off of the jump, but what we're doing is slowing our metabolism down, teaching our body we don't need calories to thrive on. So then our body is going to start to store those calories and hang on to everything, and eventually just not work with us and say, hey, I lost a bunch of weight 3-4 weeks into the program, and now I'm stalled out and I feel like I'm barely eating any food and I'm not getting any progress. It's because we've slowed down and stalled out your metabolism and taught your body that you don't need food in order to thrive. So it's going to hang on to any little bit of food it has because it doesn't know when its next meal is. So we're going to keep that set to a pretty low number there. And depending on you, you can put your activity level here as well. And definitely be honest with this because that's going to affect the number that it spits out. And then me or another coach will be able to give you a number as well. So we will manually put that number in, and we'll show you guys how to do that to get it all set up the way that we want it and to get your protein goal set up as well. So let's start tracking some food here. So we're going to go up to the diary again. And then let's start out with breakfast. So we're going to go to add food. And these are paid versions up here. So in order for you to scan your barcode, you got to pay for it. Scan a meal, you got to pay for it. And so we, like I said, we don't really need that. And you can see it's going to store your history here. So this is kind of some foods that I have eaten in the past and plugged in. And so if you're a creature of habit and you eat a lot of the same things, this feature right here is going to be very nice because then you won't always have to go to this search bar and look something up. You'll be able to see, oh, okay, here's my eggs. I'm going to plug in my eggs. So let's start with there. So let's say for breakfast you have 3 eggs. So we're going to type in eggs, and then let's just say that it is the Eggland's Best. So let's make sure that we get the correct eggs on there because some eggs may vary in calories. And I already had this set to 4, so usually it's going to be set to 1. So let's put it on 1. And let me show you that first. So let's click off of this, show you that 1 egg is 60 calories for the Eggland's Best. You're going to see it's 0 carbs, 4 grams of fat, 6 grams of protein. So let's say we had 3 of them. So we're going to serving sizes. We're going to scroll down. Boom, 3. Then you're going to see that bumps up our calories. So we had 3 of them. That's going to be 180 calories, still no carbs, 12 grams of fat, 18 grams of protein. So what you're seeing here is this is going to start creating some awareness around foods. Say if you don't have a lot of experience looking at labels or haven't tracked your food before, you're not really going to be knowledgeable on what's a fat, what has protein, what has carbs. So this is going to create a lot of awareness around that. And then we're going to be having a protein goal that we're trying to hit every day as well. So this will make us more intentional about, wow, my protein is super low. This could be the reason that my metabolism has slowed down, that I'm not burning like a machine. And this could be the reason that I'm working my butt off in the gym, but I'm not seeing any progress because we've got to get that protein goal even higher. And the more protein we eat, the more satiated our body will be. So that means that we're not craving food every 30 minutes to an hour. It's going to hold us over longer, and that's going to make it easier for us to stay in a calorie deficit. So let's plug that in, check mark up top, and boom, got my 3 eggs logged. It told you food logged right there. You'll be able to hit this back arrow and then see in your breakfast section, it's got your food log there and it's breaking down your macronutrients here as well. On our nutrition sheet, I know we got Ezekiel bread on there. So let's type in Ezekiel bread. Here we go, 1 slice of Ezekiel bread. I'm going to click on it because let's say I wanted to eat 2 of them. So clicking on it, scroll down, 2 Ezekiel breads, click off. There we go, 160 calories, 30 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fat, 8 grams of protein. I'm going to check it, lock it into place, and then let's do something that's a little bit more challenging here. So that was super easy. Now let's say we want to put, not guac, let's go avocado. Don't know how to spell avocado. Here we go. Search the avocado. Here we go. So 1 just medium-sized avocado could be 240 calories, but how do we know that that's a medium-sized avocado that we're putting on there? So what we want to do here is we want to go to serving size. And then I love to weigh everything in grams. I feel like grams is the most accurate way to weigh things. And this is when your food scale is going to come in handy here. So you're going to want to have a food scale in order to accurately track your calories and make sure that we're getting the most accurate number as possible. That way we know at the end of the day, hey, if I'm not getting results and I'm tracking the way that I need to, then this will create a lot of clarity around everything. So I'm gonna do the measure it in grams. So I'll have my food scale set to grams. I'm gonna put as much avocado. Let's say I just want to go 50 grams of an avocado. So I'm gonna click on number of servings. Got my 50 grams. Plug that in. Clicking off. You can see that 50 grams of avocado is now 80 calories, 4.3 grams of carbs, 7.3 grams of fat, and then 1 gram of protein. And then I'm going to lock that into place. And that's where they inaccurately track something, is they see that avocado that they searched was 250 calories or whatever it may be, and they're like, it says medium avocado, and you put that whole avocado on there. How do we know that avocado isn't large? How do we know that isn't a small avocado? So we've got to track it in grams, and that's going to be the most accurate way to get your calories on point. That way, this number, if we're hitting it at the end of the day, but we're inaccurately tracking our food, then that number is not correct because we tracked it inaccurately, and that could be the thing that's standing in the way of us getting the results and not getting the results. So you can see that I've got 420 calories plugged in here, and so that number is starting to tell me, okay, you have 1820 remaining. And so let's move on to lunch, and then I'll show you guys how to track. To show you that we need to track liquids as well. So let's say for lunch I want to do a chicken breast. And I think I have a market side. Yep, right here. Market side, which is a brand that I've bought before. So let's go ahead and put this just to 1 serving. And then, like I said, I like to measure everything. Ounces isn't necessarily wrong, but I like to measure everything in grams. Super accurate. So I'm going to get my food scale out. I got the serving size set to 1 gram. And then I'm going to put, usually I'll eat like 100 grams or so at a time. Maybe a little bit more, but let's just to show you guys, we're going to set it to 100 grams of chicken. Click off of that. Boom, 100 grams. 100 grams of chicken is 188 calories, 1.2 grams of carbs, 11.8 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein. So you're seeing that's a very high protein food. It's creating awareness around it. So I know that, say after I eat my meal and I want to go back and eat some more, I'm going to choose to eat more chicken because I know that that's going to hold me over longer than if I try to go back and get a baked potato or try to go get say I'm eating some blue corn chips or something with it, chips and salsa. And if you start to just munch on the chips and salsa, you're going to want more and more and more. But if I can get this chicken breast and eat more of that, it's going to up my protein goal and it's going to hold me over longer. That way I'm not as hungry. So I'm going to check it off. Boom, got it locked into place. So you guys are kind of seeing that grams, super accurate way to track. Get your food scale. You're definitely going to need it. And then let's go back, and something that some people will do is they'll track all their food, but then say for dinner they got a craving and they want to have something that satisfies them before they go to bed, and say they drink a can of Dr. Pepper, but they don't log it. And so let's go ahead and look that up. Dr. Pepper. Search the Dr. Pepper. Boom, here we go. 1 can, which is 12 fluid ounces. Make sure you got the correct ounces of how much you drink, and you're going to see that's 156 calories. So that could be the difference. Say if you did that every night, but you thought, it's only 156 calories, that's not going to make a difference. We've got to track everything that goes into our system because everything that goes into our mouth is a calorie. So we got to track it to get the most accurate data. That way we know without a shadow of a doubt I'm doing everything I should to get the results that I'm after. 38.7 grams of carbs, 0.9 grams of fat, and then you're getting 0 grams of protein out of it. Don't recommend doing it, but I am a fan of if having you a can of Dr. Pepper keeps you from, going off of just letting the wheels fall off the wagon and just binging out and going crazy, then so be it. If that helps you, just make sure you're saving room for it into your calories. But let's keep in mind, we do want to keep the sugars to a minimum. Let's log this and see if it'll show you sugars, because sugars is not very friendly for packing on muscle and helping us out there. Let's click on our food section. Let's see if we can find out. Boom. So once we clicked on food, this is going to show us what our daily total is here. So far I've just tracked a few little things, but you can see that I have 47 grams of protein so far, and I will help you guys set your goal weight. So me or another coach at the gym will give you guys a goal weight. We'll help you set that up in your MyFitnessPal. That way we're trying to achieve this number every day. So it's going to tell me I have 847 grams. My goal is 112 grams, so I have 65 grams to get to that goal. It's got my carbs here, it's got my fiber, and then boom, that Dr. Pepper raised that sugar way up. So that there's very minimal sugar. Heck, if in the Ezekiel bread, maybe none at all. So most of this number that you see right here is all from that Dr. Pepper that you had at dinner. Then it's got your fat, saturated fat, polyunsaturated fat, all the way to your cholesterol. I mean, it's very, very detailed here. And look, this is the free version, and you get to see all of this. So it's more than enough. And then you can kind of see your overview here. If you want to look at it, you want to make sure, well, probably, I mean, depending on when you want your biggest meal to be, it'll kind of show your breakdown here, though. So far, I plugged the most food into my breakfast. So you're going to see that's 55% of my meals. Got your overview. And then we can go back and get you back to that original section. But you can see my goal, 2240, trying to get to that number as close as possible. Here's the food that I've logged. Then we want to make sure to have the exercise turned off, or if you do not eat the exercise calories back. And then this is what you have remaining here. So this is just a quick little breakdown on how to use it. So kind of some key points to touch on. Measure your food out in grams, and then make sure you're using the brand of food that you have that you are buying. So if it's super easy for you, you just want to scan the barcode, then you can do the paid version. But as you can see, more than enough in the free version to be able to accurately track and keep it very simple. So I hope that helped you guys out. If you have any questions, you know you can always hit me up in the My Coach app or just holler at me at the gym. But until then, I will see you guys at the gym. Guys, have a good one.